So one way practitioners can listen to the baby's voice is by really slowing down, paying close attention to how the baby communicates, their states, their comfort, their stress signals. Having that professional curiosity is essential. We shouldn't assume behaviour is just how babies are. Babies really have their own minds and are developing unique ideas about the world based on how we relate to them.
Thinking about how we talk to babies, listening, pausing, allowing space for the baby's voice and observing them. So turn taking this reciprocal back and forth interaction. Eye contact, our facial expressions, the tone of our voice.
So what we need to do is understand the baby's daily life and balance what we hear from caregivers with what we see in the baby. Slowing down then really gives us the time to be in the moment, to observe babies carefully, and that can really help practitioners strike that balance.
So we need to create an environment perhaps where the parent feels comfortable, safe and regulated. This will support the infant to feel safe and regulated and therefore get the best out of the infant. In order to hold the infant in our minds, we first need to hold the parent in our minds.
So to listen to the infant's voice, practitioners need to take time and create space to really observe and tune in to that baby's needs. Then I think they need to learn how to describe and put into words what they're seeing and feeling. Now, this is a huge opportunity, but it's also really hard, and it takes practice. It takes thinking space with colleagues, reflective space and consultation with specialists in infant mental health and parent-infant relationships. But some building blocks along the way. A basic knowledge of infant development is really crucial. So we need to know what might we expect to see a baby doing at a certain age. Obviously, we can't be too rigid about that. Babies develop at different times. For instance, a premature baby might be quite late to their developmental goals. But nevertheless, if we know broadly what we're expecting to see in a baby, it makes it more possible for us to identify when there's a baby who is in distress or in need.
Here at Better Start, we've used frameworks like the Lundy model of child participation that is based on 4 key concepts: space, voice, audience and influence. And along with our Think Baby toolkit, it can really remind us that even without words, babies have a right to express their experience, and we as practitioners have a responsibility to notice it.
We need to hold open a space of not knowing, to be really curious, and to be learning from the baby in front of us. And I think it's our capacity as practitioners to hold open that space of not knowing, despite the considerable pressures to know, which is actually key to understanding infant voice and also the key to therapeutic change.